Hi, welcome to the Joslin's MMA YouTube channel. I want to spend a few minutes giving you a little bit of background about my story. My name is Jeff Joslin. My father, Rick Joslin, started our martial arts school back in 1967. So we're over 50 years in business in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. So I grew up with my father and my mother, Linda, and I started training martial arts when I was 5 years old. Originally started with karate. My father always had a kickboxing flavor to the gym. We always had heavy bags. We always had a kickboxer ring. He trained many undefeated kickboxers over the years. So we always had a karate and a kickboxing type flavor martial arts training. So did a lot of competitions growing up. So at one point I was doing probably a tournament almost every weekend when I was in my teens. And I never had any other job. At 17 I started teaching martial arts classes for kids and adults. And I did try one job at Iverwin Stadium. I was cooking hot dogs there, but I couldn't even last more than a day. So I stuck with my goal of becoming a martial arts fighter and instructor, hopefully one day taking over my father's business. And I ended up getting my black belt in 1996 in karate under my father. And then I was exposed to a martial art called Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And this was in 1994 I started training. We had no instructors in Canada, so I had to teach myself from videotapes, instructional tapes, magazines, seminars. But I was so hooked that, and I was so addicted to the martial art that I found a way to develop my skills. 4 years into training, I ended up traveling to a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu school and climbed the ranks all the way from white belt until black belt. It took me 13 years to get my black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I did many competitions knowing that I would improve faster the more I challenged myself. Win or lose, I would learn something each and every time. So I was pretty successful in tournaments here in Canada and across North America, and ended up winning a big one when I took home the gold from the IBJJF Pan American Championships in 2002. And it was at that point that I realized that I wanted to fight in mixed martial arts. So at age 27, I had my first pro fight and ended up climbing the ranks over the years. Had a lot of interesting fights, a lot of interesting battles against some tough guys. And I ended up getting the call to fight in the UFC when I was 31 in 2006. Then I just got my Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt earlier that year, so everything was kind of coming together. Fought my first fight in the UFC against Josh Koscheck. Had a great battle with him. And I was training for my second fight, and unfortunately I sustained an injury, a concussion in training. It took me over 2 years to shake the symptoms. So when I got better, I had to decide between taking a risk and going back to professional fighting or focusing on my business, my father's business at the time, my family, and my job. So I ended up retiring, made that tough decision to do that, and then I focused my abilities and my energies on coaching and my family as well. After taking over my father's martial arts business, I spent the following 5 years focused on building it up, making it the best it can be, investing all my time, all my heart into being there 7 days a week, teaching, training with everybody, day classes, night classes, teaching our youngest students 4 years old all the way up to people in their 60s. Our team has grown tremendously, and we have many people having fun, getting in great shape, achieving their goals, whether it's recreational or it's competitive, and I love seeing that happen. I'm very excited and looking forward to sharing a ton of content through this channel, whether it be striking techniques, teaching strategies for coaches, grappling techniques, mental training stuff, conditioning workouts, fight breakdowns, anything to do with martial arts, anything that I know. I look forward to sharing with you to entertain you, to give you a little bit of fun, and to help you increase your martial arts skills in the fastest way possible. So if you like what you hear, hit that subscribe button, and I look forward to interacting with you here on YouTube.